you sick and tired of using Tinder and getting no matches? You see hot girl after hot girl, you swipe right, you get nothing. And if you do get a match, it turns into nothing. You're messaging a little bit and she just flakes. She ghosts you. You get nothing in response. What the hell did you do wrong? Aren't these dating apps supposed to make meeting beautiful women easy? Aren't they just created for people like you to have a good dating life, to make dating easy and fun and accessible, because you just do it from the palm of your hand whenever you wanted, whether you're on the truck, on the subway, on the train, or taking a dump. You can meet beautiful women from your living room, from your toilet. Where's the success? Why are you not getting anything? What's happening? What's going on? See, I thought dating apps were meant to take all the frustration and pain away of going out into the real world and approaching women or finding women at bars and all that sort of jazz, taking all that crap away, all the rejection, all the pain, the face-to-face, no thanks, and just make it easy. Make it super simple. Spend 5 minutes a day, meet hot girls, like that. Easy, right? No, it's not easy. There are so many men trying to do it, and women are inundated by a cohort, just a swarm of men who just do not do it for them. So fortunately, I'll be telling you some things later on in this video which will really make you stand out, and you'll finally be getting the hot girls in your life that you want through dating apps. And the thing is, these little secrets I want to share with you, they're not very difficult to implement. It's just that so many guys don't know the basics, and they try all these other different confusing, complex, overcomplicated tactics, and just banging the head against the wall, not getting any results. But what I'll tell you is pretty simple, and you can just get on with it right now. But no matter your results on the dating apps, no matter what's happened up until this day and what happens here on, your dating results on social media and dating apps are not at all representative of your value as a human being. That will always be there, and don't let it do what it did to me, which is just slowly chip away at your self-esteem, because you just feel worse and worse. And also, it's a vicious cycle. It's a negative feedback loop. You'll start getting worse and worse results in real life, and that'll just feed this sort of belief that you're not worthy. So if you are having a negative relationship with dating apps, I really do recommend looking at my other video on cold approach and starting there, because that can be a really good way to prove to yourself that you are able to meet beautiful women, and dating apps can be really, really ruthless. So the biggest thing that you can do to improve your success on dating apps like Tinder is get good pictures. Tinder is 95% about your pictures, and it's not just about you, but it's about the quality of the pictures, what's in the pictures. If you've got some pictures where you just got selfie after selfie, you're always alone, you got a really awkward smile, swipe left. But if you're that same person and you have a portrait where, really professionally taken, where you're well groomed, looking really handsome, quite serious even looking, or maybe it's a candid shot where you're laughing or something like that, maybe black and white, really, really get it nice and sexy. If you've got a picture where you're doing something with a bunch of friends and you're the focus, so maybe, I don't know, you're rowing a boat and only your face is in focus or something like that, or only your face is the one that's facing the camera, something like that. Third, if you've got a picture where you're leading some activity, so imagine just you in front of a group of people where you're your hands are like that, so it shows that you're talking to people, you're leading a group. And that's 3, right? And finally, get a picture where you're looking serious. There you go. So your masculine side is coming out, maybe you're concentrating on writing something, or you're concentrating in a run, you're running and your face looks stern, you look ambitious, you look driven. So that's the main thing. The second thing is set up a date as soon as possible. This shows your masculinity. This sieves with masculinity, attractiveness, ambition, drive, certainty in self. A girl, after a few messages, a bit of banter, a bit of teasing, whatever, if you're hey, I'd like to meet you, how is next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. at this, I don't know, Chuck's Diner or whatever, She's going to be like, wow, this guy knows what he wants, and he's doing it all for me. He's set up the date, the time, where we're going, the location. Yeah, whisk me away, Romeo. That's easy. And it might not be as easy as that, but that's how I got my first date, and that's how I got my first ever girlfriend. We had a bit of back and forth over a few days, and then when there seemed to be a bit of energy, a bit of connection, a bit of chemistry, I just asked her out, and she said yes. And that's one of the things that really stood out for her. She'd had so many conversations on dating apps wherein the guy had just continued the conversation, and for her it just sort of fizzled out. The attraction waned. She got bored. Women get bored. People get bored. Don't let her get bored. Strike early. Strike when it's hot. It shows a lot of masculinity, self-certainty, confidence. That's attractive. And last and probably least, just don't sweat the bio. Don't make it too extravagant, Don't try to be too funny or cheesy. Like, it could just put a girl off. She could see your pictures and be like, wow, this guy's really cool. But if you have some really cheesy, quite cringeworthy bio, that's going to betray the image she's built up of you, the idea she's built up of you through looking at your pictures. And she's going to be like, wow, there's a bit of dissonance there. There's a bit of contrast. And I don't really like what it's writing here, so swipe left. You could just shoot yourself in the foot by overcomplicating things, by putting too much effort in. So really try to keep it simple. A couple of lines to pique her curiosity a bit more. Maybe it's a question prompt that she can ask you if you want her to, if you want to make it easier for the conversation to flow. Keep it simple. Seriously, remember the acronym KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And in terms of the bio, that will really help you out. If you've benefited from this video, or if you think it's going to provide value for you, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.